G'day guys, hope you're all staying safe and doing well out there. Today I have the follow-up video to my first amplifier review. If you watch that video, you'll know I'm going through all my amps and doing a review on all of them because I've never done a video on amps before, so I thought it would be just something different. Today's amp review is on this beautiful Pirana, what is it? DG2-15RC all tube 15 watt combo amplifier. So this amplifier falls into the category of what people call broke-teak, which is boutique on a budget. So affordable boutique tones, whatever that means to you. So it's a little 15 watt tube combo. I'm actually going to flip the camera over and we'll go through the specs together. So here is the amp in all its glory. Let's go through the specs so you can find out a little bit more about this beautiful boutique amp. So it is 2-channel. You can see a clean and a drive channel, one input. The clean has a level. The drive channel has a gain and level control. There is a 3-band EQ, which is shared between the 2 channels, and a spring reverb. Then there's the standby and power switch. Other than that, it's pretty simple, straightforward amplifier. On the back, there is a channel switch and a reverb switch input socket. There's also a effects loop, which sounds brilliant, which you'll hear in the demo. You can see here it is boasting about its EL84 tubes. It has 2 EL84s and 3 12AX7 tubes. So that's the 12AX7 tubes in the preamp and the EL84s in the power amp, which is a pretty common tube outlay, I guess, for a small 15 watt tube combo like this is. So as I mentioned, it is a 15 watt tube amplifier. It has a 12-inch Celestion 7080 speaker in this combo, and it also has a real spring reverb. Now, it might only be 15 watts, but it is a very, very loud 15 watts, especially on the clean channel. I've got 50 watt amps over here. I've got, I think that's a 20 watt amp. It's louder than all of those. I'm not kidding. It's a loud 15 watts. It is far from a home use amplifier. The drive channel is a bit quieter, but it's still pretty loud. But yeah, that clean channel, like the volume you can see is there, really not even past 9 o'clock yet. And it's already ripping my face off. So it is a very, very loud 15 watts, not very home use friendly, but very gig friendly. It takes pedals really, really well. It's a phenomenal pedal platform amplifier. Both channels do really well taking pedals. The clean channel will take whatever you put into it, drives, modulations, delays, fuzzes, whatever you want, it'll go in the clean channel really well. The drive channel reacts really nicely to a boost or a tube screamer pedal or something like that. So it's a really versatile pedal platform amp, as well as just having a really beautiful crystal clean and a really nice, heavy but not too heavy drive. As you can see, it's really not a big amplifier. You can see it next to my VHT Special 6 Ultra. So we've got a 6 watt tube amplifier here compared to a 15 watt tube amplifier with a spring reverb. And the Pirana sounds way bigger, not just because of the cabinet size, but because of the wattage as well. I would also argue it has a bigger sound than my much bigger VHT Classic 18 over here, which is a much bigger cab, more watts, but this Pirana still has a much more dynamic sound, much bigger sound, a really beautiful crystal clean sound. It's a very, very boutique sounding clean, very Fendery, but boutique Fendery type clean. You know those sorts of amp brands that do that. You know, Milkman, for example, or is it Not Bad Cat? Dr. Z, I think they do a few boutique Fender type amps. And the drive channel just sounds absolutely ripping. It's a beautiful drive channel. Sounds really nice. It's not too much gain, but it's enough to do pretty much everything except chugging metal, to be honest. So Pirana is a brand that was started in Australia. a few years ago. They no longer exist, but they basically just did OEM amps from China. So I've actually got another amp in this room which has a different company name on it, but it comes from the same OEM manufacturer in China. There's not a lot of info on them online. I did find someone on a forum has the head version of this amplifier, which you can see looks very much like a Hughes and Kettner amplifier with the blue lights and the plexiglass and things like that. So I actually got that wrong. The reason I believe, or the reason I think I know that Pirana comes from the same OEM as other brands like E-Wave is because I found this forum post of a Pirana amp, which as you can see from this photo compared to this other photo of my E-Wave amp, the Pirana amp is the same as my E-Wave amp. So obviously they both just come from the same OEM. Pirana rebrands theirs Pirana, E-Wave rebrands theirs E-Wave. And then you can see further down on this forum post, there's actually a video of someone reviewing the E-Wave amp saying that it's the same as the Pirana. And I can vouch for that. They are the exact same amp. You can vouch for that yourself, even down to the glue marks on the side of the plexiglass, they're the same. So you can vouch for that too, because you can see the evidence. This stuff about the amp retailing for about 2K is wrong. If you paid 2K for this amp, you got ripped off. I also found this other forum post about an E-Wave amplifier head, which is what I was talking about before. That is the same as my Pirana combo, just in a head form, as you can see. The control panel is backwards, but other than that, all the markings and the specs are exactly the same. And it would make sense as E-Wave and Pirana clearly come from the same OEM company. It's not a bad thing. Both brands obviously make great sounding amps because they're both the same company. And I happen to own an E-Wave and a Pirana, so I could connect the dots pretty easily and pretty quickly. So there you go, the more you know. I much prefer this look. It looks very clean, boutique, very just, you could sit it in a living room and it's going to add a really nice, classy element to it. So they were pretty hard to come across while they were in Australia, but you can find them under the E-Wave brand, and you can still find a few Pirana amps out there used on the Australian used gear market. As I said, they haven't existed for a little while, which is a real shame because they had some really great amps, but I'm sure this format of OEM Chinese amplifier is out there somewhere for someone to find and bring back to Australia or bring back to the world in a new amplifier brand. So I really don't have anything bad to say about this amplifier. Unlike the KLD amp I reviewed first, this is a pretty perfect amplifier. If I had to have a criticism, the clean channel is a bit bright, but that's mostly because it's a very loud clean channel, so you can't really dial it back just because it's so loud all the time. So it's not a great home use amplifier. That's the one negative I could say about it, but it is a phenomenal gigging amplifier. I've gigged with this plenty of times. It has been my main amp for a while. Not so much anymore because I've just got other amps in that I prefer to gig. But this is a really amazing, beautiful, boutique vibe from an affordable amplifier. This is the amp you want if you like beautiful crystal cleans that will take a pedal or two or four or six really well. It's got a beautiful spring reverb to go with that channel, and the drive channel just does everything you would need. Oh, that's another criticism actually. The low gain on the drive channel is not very good, but no one goes low gain on a drive channel anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we're going to hear some sound samples now. We're going to start on the clean channel. We're going to use my PRS Custom 24 SE because it does single coils and humbucker tones. I've also got a little pedal board, which you'll see in part of the sweep over shots. You'll see what's on that pedal board. So we'll play with the pedals in the clean channel so you can hear how that sounds. Once we get to the drive channel, I'll just whack the boost pedal on rather than everything so you can hear how that sounds as well. There will also be a Carl Martin red repeat delay in the effects loop. You'll be able to tell when that's on because you'll hear the delay come on, but I just wanted to demonstrate how nice and clean the effects loop is in this amplifier as well. So that's it for my thoughts on this really amazing amplifier. Let's get to some tones and let me know what you think. Okay, so there's my review / demo of the Pirana DG2-15RC tube combo amplifier. Please let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. Let me know if you've got a Pirana amplifier out there as well. I would love to hear from you guys who do have one. But that's it from me, so I will see you guys in the next amplifier review.